when you were speaking to a group of people, perhaps a individual as a leader, I want to let you know that when this situation happens, you only have a few seconds to correct the interruption. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do when you have been interrupted by someone. If you are new to me, my name is Dr. Jacinta, and this channel specifically is very heavily focused on advanced communication skills and strategies for those leaders that are in those very high stakes, high pressure situations that are trying to navigate the best way for them to handle it. If you are a woman in leadership, you are in my direct target audience that I provide executive coaching and consultation services to. If you are at a point in your career where you are tired of being overlooked, perhaps you are not gaining the traction you need to be, or you are simply feeling like you are being ignored, then you absolutely want to reach out to me for a strategy session on my website at exciteexcellence.org. It will help you be able to, make those changes in your life that you need to make that will completely change the trajectory of your career. If you are outside of my leadership audience, maybe you are a man in leadership, or maybe you're someone that is interested in leadership, but you're just not sure what you want to do just yet, you're going to gain a lot of great information from this channel. This is a live video, so give me just a few moments. As the audience starts to join, I will say hello to them, and we're going to get right into this topic of interruptions. Now, I want to share with you that typically when an interruption happens when you are speaking to a group of people, or an individual specifically, there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind. One is that this interruption has probably happened in the past. If it has not happened in the past, the strategies I'm going to share with you today will help you. And thank you for the heart emojis. So keep in mind, this has probably happened in the past. This is something that you have to do. You have to reset the conversation to make sure the person that is interrupting you understands that they cannot do this ever again. When you have those interruptions happen, the first strategy I want you to do is to prepare in advance. Now, I know you're thinking, how can I prepare in advance when someone interrupts me? That's why you subscribe to this channel or reach out to me directly for support, because I will help you do that. But preparing in advance is really important. I'll give you a couple of examples. When someone interrupts individuals, I'll share with you what I've heard and what I use personally with my clients that may help you. Some people may say, excuse me. Some people may say, pardon me. Some people may say, I'm speaking. You have to determine what phrase specifically it is that you want to say when someone interrupts you. I don't know what feels comfortable to you. Me personally, if someone interrupts me, typically I will say, excuse me, I'm speaking. Now, your word choice is going to need to be specific to you. The next strategy I want to share with you very quickly that will help you if someone has interrupted you is your tone of voice. I talk about this a lot on my channel, and if you're new to me, there's several videos on my channel that really focus on tone of voice. Your tone of voice is going to be absolutely critical here. You have to determine what is your normal baseline. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on that right now, but knowing your baseline and when you need to elevate it and lower it is very important when someone interrupts you. Specifically, if someone interrupts you, your tone of voice has to have a bit more depth to it than normal. So for instance, if your baseline is specifically at I would say maybe a higher level or a lower level, what you say and how you say it specifically is going to dictate how that person perceives that information. And I also want to make another thing. Your tone of voice is very important, but the most important, I would say, strategy I'll share with you, and hello to those of you who have joined today, welcome, is that you also want to put yourself in a situation where your eye contact, and thank you for the 100s and the heart emojis, your eye contact is something that is at a very heightened level, I would say. I talk about this a lot on my channel, especially if you are new to me. Take a look at any of the videos that talk about eye contact. There is an analogy that I specifically use with my clients to help train them to make eye contact, and it is called the cowboy analogy. Therefore, take a moment to look at some of those videos and look out for the cowboy analogy, because it will give you some insight in terms of what you can do to start developing eye contact. Now, eye contact is something that's not easy to do. This is why you reach out to me specifically for some some support to help train you to maintain eye contact with other people. I want to say hello to Dark Airline, Olivia Ritchie. Hello, Olive Ritchie. Sorry. Hello, Olive Ritchie. How you doing today? Let me know what part of the big, beautiful world you all are joining from today and what questions you have about being interrupted when you are speaking. That is what we're talking about in this live today. So I've shared with you, when you are interrupted, this is what you will do. First, you need to prepare in advance. Determine what statement do you specifically want to say that will help to offset or let this person know that there's a problem with this conversation. Hello, Summer. How you doing today? And the second strategy I shared with you is that after you pick out your phrase, and I talked about this a few moments ago, what phrases do you want to say when someone interrupts you? Then you have to modify your tone of voice. Your tone of voice is really important. And hello, Cat 23rd. Welcome in, Cat. How are you doing today? And your tone of voice is very important. The second is your eye contact is very important. I will tell you that when you are interrupted, the next time you're having a conversation with someone, I appreciate the heart emojis. If you do these three things in this order, prepare in advance, right? Put yourself in a situation where you know exactly what you want to say when someone interrupts you. Change your tone of voice, add a bit more depth, more seriousness to it, and make direct eye contact. That person is going to rethink how they are communicating with you. And you will be the person to put that person on guard, because they're going to say, oh, I didn't expect this person to say that. Now I want to go to the chat. Cat 23rd, good to see you again, chat. Welcome back, friend. Cat says, all good, Doc. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing well also. Let me know what questions you all have. Have you ever been interrupted when you were speaking to someone? If so, what happened? Let me know in the chat, in the comments below, or if you're watching the replay, what happened and what questions do you have for me? I focus more on those very advanced, high-level skills in terms of how you can communicate in these very high-stakes, high-pressure situation. And if someone's interrupting you, that automatically is a high-stakes conversation, whether you want it to be one or not, because there is a disruption in the conversation that you're having, and this is something that can be very, very stressful for you as a leader. We have Dark Crypto. Hello, welcome. How are you doing today? Dark Crypto says, are you from California? No, I used to live in California, but I am in the Sunshine State of Florida. Want to say hello to Simona. I believe that's how you say your name. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. If you like this information and you want to learn more of these advanced level communication skills and strategies to help you in those very high stakes, challenging situations, then you absolutely want to subscribe to this channel. If you are a woman in leadership and you are navigating some of these very challenging situations where you feel like you're losing authority, you're losing your presence, maybe you are new to a role and you're very highly in a more visible position, then you want to reach out to me for an executive strategy session. It is on my website at exciteexcellence.org while I have space. And let's see, Dark Crypto says you're in the swamp. Well, I wouldn't necessarily. Are there swamps here in Florida? Yes, there are, but I love it here. Hope you all are here. Let's see. Simona says, I sub. Well, welcome, Simona. Hope you're doing well today. Feel free to ask me any questions as it relates to being in those very challenging situations as a leader. If you have ever found yourself, Simona, in a situation where you didn't know what to say, how to say it, when to say it, where to say it, who you need to say it to, I will help you figure it out. I will help you be able to navigate those very challenging and high stakes situations that a lot of people don't talk about. Many people on YouTube talk about communicating, how do you communicate, and etc. But in this specific channel, I talk about what happens when that conversation goes under pressure. When you're in a challenging situation, what do you do? That's my expertise. That is the gap that I have found that is happening in the world of communication. I've been a C-suite executive, a director, and a manager for the past 20 years, and I've been in very friendly and very contentious situations. Simona says, in a few days, it's my birthday party. Well, I hope you have an amazing birthday, Simona, and happy early birthday to you. I go live typically in the morning, in the evening. I'm changing the titles of the live just a bit so that we can categorize them if you want to look at live videos while I'm driving, or if you want to look at videos when I'm actually seated, to help my playlist when I start developing it. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I appreciate you so much. If you watch any of my videos and you're new to me, some good videos to start will be, thank you for the celebration caps. body language, controlling your facial expressions, eye contact, as we discussed today, your tone of voice, and managing your emotions under pressure. Those are really great videos if you're trying to start elevating how you're communicating. Those are good videos for you to use as a baseline on this channel. Just take a look at my live tab. I appreciate the celebration caps, the hearts, and the 100s, and I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you later this evening when I go live. Bye for now.